Once upon a time, in a distant land, a wealthy merchant lived with his 3 daughters. The youngest, Beauty, was kind-hearted and selfless, with a love for books and nature. Her older sisters, however, were vain and selfish, constantly ridiculing Beauty for her simple tastes. One fateful day, the merchant lost his fortune when his ships were lost at sea. Left with nothing, the family moved to a small cottage in the countryside, where they lived a humble life. Beauty embraced the change with grace, helping her father with chores and finding joy in the little things. Her sisters, however, lamented their misfortune and blamed Beauty for their plight. One day, the merchant heard that one of his lost ships had been found. Hoping to recover his fortune, he journeyed to the city. Before leaving, he asked his daughters what they wished for upon his return. The older sisters demanded fine dresses and jewels, but Beauty humbly requested a single rose. Unfortunately, the merchant's journey proved fruitless, and on his way home, he became lost in a storm. Seeking shelter, he stumbled upon a grand, mysterious castle. The doors opened as if by magic, revealing a lavish feast laid out for him. Though puzzled, the merchant ate and rested. The next morning, as he prepared to leave, he spotted a garden of magnificent roses. Remembering Beauty's request, he plucked a single rose. At that moment, a fearsome beast appeared, roaring in anger. "You have stolen from me," the beast growled. "For this crime, you must pay with your life." The merchant begged for mercy, explaining the rose was a gift for his daughter. The beast relented but imposed a harsh condition: the merchant must send one of his daughters to live in the castle in his stead. Heartbroken, the merchant returned home and recounted his tale. Beauty, feeling responsible for her father's predicament, bravely offered to go to the beast's castle. Despite her father's protests, she insisted, determined to save him. When Beauty arrived, she was terrified of the beast's appearance, but he treated her with unexpected kindness. Though gruff, the beast provided her with a life of luxury, offering her the freedom of the castle and its enchanting gardens. Each evening, they dined together, and the beast would ask, "Beauty, will you marry me?" Each time, Beauty refused, for she could not look past his monstrous appearance. Days turned into weeks, and Beauty's fear began to fade. She discovered that the beast was not cruel but lonely and misunderstood. They spent hours talking, and she grew to appreciate his wisdom and gentle heart. Beauty found herself enjoying his company, though she still missed her family deeply. One day, the beast showed Beauty a magical mirror that allowed her to see her family. She saw her father gravely ill, and her heart ached with worry. Seeing her distress, the beast allowed her to return home, but he made her promise to return in a week. At home, Beauty's sisters were envious of the fine clothes and jewels the beast had gifted her. They schemed to keep her from returning to the castle, hoping the beast would grow angry and harm her. They pretended to care for her father longer than necessary, delaying her departure. Beauty, however, could not ignore her promise. One night, she dreamt of the beast lying on the castle grounds, pale and lifeless. Terrified, she rushed back to the castle, only to find her dream had come true. The beast was dying, weakened by heartbreak from her absence. Overcome with guilt and sorrow, Beauty realized she loved him, not for his appearance but for the kind and noble soul beneath. She wept and confessed her love, whispering, "Yes, beast, I will marry you." At that moment, a radiant light enveloped the beast, and he transformed into a handsome prince. He explained that an enchantress had cursed him long ago to live as a beast until he found true love. Beauty's love had broken the spell. The castle's magic came alive, restoring it to its former glory, and the servants, who had also been cursed, regained their human forms. Beauty and the prince were married in a grand celebration, and they invited her father to live with them in the castle. Her sisters, ashamed of their cruelty, were forgiven but learned the value of kindness and humility. Beauty and the prince ruled the land with wisdom and compassion, and their love became a beacon of hope for all. They lived happily ever after, proving that true beauty lies within.